So I decided to work on the gazebo more today. It went so well yesterday, and after looking at the results from yesterday, it just made me want to do a lot more. So here we have the non-coated, hasn't been coated in years, and here we have the new coated area with, yeah, old motor oil. Now this one I just did, this part I had just done like an hour ago. I took an hour break probably. Let's walk around here. Let's see, some of this I did today. This I did yesterday. Looks like I didn't do this area. I did that area. I'll have to come back and do this and do that higher. I'm trying to get this lower part done before, because it's going to start raining again for the next 5 days, and it always hits this lower part. So this was done yesterday. All this was done yesterday. You can see I didn't do up on top yet. I still have to clean all that. But again, focusing on this bottom area, so I'm going to finish that up. I still have some to do around this side, but for the most part I have a good 75-80% of the bottom done. So I'm going to continue working on this. I was going to go work on some other projects, and I decided, you know what, this is high priority. Let's get this thing protected before it has to take any more rain. And then at least the bottom part, if I can get all the bottom part protected, that will be really good. I am excited though. I do want to do all this area up in here. It's going to be a lot of work. Needs a bunch of sweeping, but you know, it'll look beautiful. So let's get it all protected. I'm also trying to pull away the stone so I have more room. Now this part here needs to be jacked up because the door is not straight. And you can see where this has dropped a little bit. So my plan is get it all protected, then do some jacking on it, at least on this area right here, to straighten up the door. And then, you know, go around, finish the whole top area. But then at some point I need to get inside there and just focus on cleaning. You know, all this stuff needs to be cleaned. Just the whole inside needs to be cleaned, and maybe some linseed oil coating on some of those. Not sure. It's got brick on the floor. That's all in good shape. But maybe even up some on the other side. So just a lot of cleaning on the inside needs to happen. And then I need to put some stuff in there to keep the mice out. So peppermint, I've been reading about. A neighbor just stopped over and told me cloves work. So probably do all of them. Okay, let's get cleaning and get coating some more. Need to do this area. You can see close up what it looks like before I start coating it. You know, the wood just is dry. It looks like it needs something, as opposed to this one, which was done yesterday. Just looks healthier. It looks a little dry in here maybe, but it just looks healthier. Okay, really excited how good it's looking, and it's not and you know, oil's been put on wood a long, you know, years and years of use. One person, when I first started woodworking, you know, like 40 years ago when I got out of college, said that one of their coatings, you know, they used to take motor oil and mix it with shellac 50-50 and then hand rub it. So it's not out of line to use an oil like this on wood. It may sound crazy to some people, but you know, wood oil is one of the good finishes in my opinion. This is a non-hardening oil. So you have your boiled linseed oil, which would be a hardening hardening oil. And initially I think that's what I did on it. But this oil really doesn't harden, so it should just keep penetrating more and more. The wood should just pull it in. Probably at some point it'll kind of gel and not go in anymore. And you can see, different species, like this one's pulling it in more than like this one next to it. So at some point I'll probably do a second coat just to get those areas. But first thing, but maybe it's not that necessary yet, Okay, and you can see they did a lot of work on this. This is like all glued together. It's like a little butcher block cutting board. And I did all them individually to make this whole panel. So that is an amazing amount of gluing and then planing, and I was able to use a lot of cut off small pieces. So it's this place needs protection. And this is all like butcher block, like a long butcher block countertop. All of them made individually. These were glued and screwed, so there's there might be 100 screws just in that area there, maybe even more. Each board has 3 or 4 screws in it, in each layer. So just to give you an idea of the work that went into this, it represents a lot of my woodworking time for 1.5 years. Probably all my woodworking time. Okay. Getting protected, and this is fresh oil here, so this is going to sink in.